Okay guys, it's time to take a trip back to a simpler time. When games were only $50, Michael Bay wasn't Michael Bay.
I'm sorry. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Michael Bay for joining us.
And Mercenaries 2 was nothing more than the sound of some bargain bin B-movie. On January 10th, 2005, Mercenaries: Playground of Destruction was released for the Xbox and PlayStation 2. This game was the shit. Set in North Korea, the player, represented as 3 separate playable characters, was tasked with toppling the North Korean regime by any means necessary. Shoot guns, tanks, drive trucks into tanks. This game was awesome, like GTA with airstrikes.
Right.
It was a solid single-player game, with some really fun action elements and an addicting 52-card boss system that rivals that of Shadows of War. Now, before we continue, let me explain that by no means do I think this game holds up to today's standards. It's aged like a jockstrap in almost every conceivable way in comparison, but the structure and premise of Mercenaries is sound. This brings us to the title of this video. Back in 2010, Mercenaries developer Pandemic Studios closed up shop after layoffs for a struggling EA.
Sports. It's only a game. Why you have to be...
This destroyed any real hope for a possible third installment. It was a crushing blow for fans of the franchise and a real frustration for me, a fan of the first and a critic of the sequel. Oh yeah, let's not forget the still fun but disappointing Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. A buggy, stripped imitation of the first.
I'm crying!
Kinda similar to Crackdown, I was hoping the third would be the charm.
Right? Wrong.
Believe it or not, a third installment was under development. It resembled games past and had a lot of us excited for the future. But it was not to be.
Not to be.
Alright, last Arnold quote. They're just so good, and I'm sad.
I know now why you cry. But it's something I can never do.
Aside from the sequel and its blatant disregard of one of the fundamentals of the original, and coincidentally the main reason why the third game should be made, the Deck of 52 game mechanic. This simple but amazing feature acted like a hierarchy of wanted posters. Each suit represented their rank and overall importance to the regime. This was important while traveling the North Korean countryside. These targets could be found at bases or certain significant locations on the map, encouraging exploration and advising caution. This open-ended style of gameplay was something else for the time, especially in the military warfare genre.
I've got the big bamboo, get up big and long. The big bamboo, get up big and strong.
Now I bet you're asking yourself, hey pal, why haven't you mentioned Just Cause? And I'd indubitably say, I just did. We can all live in harmony here. No reason we can't have both. I see the similarities, but Mercenaries was a unique game in 2005, and the overall potential is hard to ignore, even today, almost 15 years later. So what do you guys think? Should Mercenaries 3 be made? Comment below and let us know. And thanks for watching.